All right, let's get started. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the pitch call of Boeing. One of India's leading players building customized kids furniture. Already at an annual run rate of 75 to 80 lakh per month, poised to close the year at 10 crores. They are also backed by seasoned institutional investors like Mount Judy Ventures, as well as Inflection Point Ventures, and few notable super angels. We have the founder Dhruvan here with us, who is a second time founder and also from IIM Kozhikode, and brings great corporate and startup experience. So yeah, without further ado, I'll hand it over to Dhruvan, where he'll run us through the Boeing and then followed by Q&A. Over to you, Dhruvan.
Great. Thank you so much, Rohan. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for having me on the call. I'll just share my screen. I hope it's visible.
Yes, it is.
Great. Okay, so I'll start. Good evening and welcome to Boingg. We provide Indian parents with furniture solutions which they can customize for their kids' room. Since our inception, we have served more than 10,000 customers and currently have six company-operated stores, one each in Gurgaon, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Pune, and Ahmedabad. And we've also just started our store-in-store for making it more accessible. And we have opened two store-in-stores in Delhi, NCR, and three more opening in Bangalore by the end of March. So we can argue with anyone that setting up a kid's room is the toughest room in the house. That's because what a kid needs when he or she is 3 years old versus 5 years old versus 10 years old is vastly different. So when people are doing up their home, they pretty much leave the kid's room empty. In such a scenario, they only have two options. One is that either they employ an interior designer or a carpenter, do up the full room, and then just pray to God that their kid doesn't get bored of it very soon. Or if they're doing the room one by one as the kid grows up, they don't really have any other option other than online, boring, off-the-shelf products because no one customizes a 10 to 20,000 product for them. And this is, in effect, the furniture problem in India. If you look at all the companies which have come in the e-commerce sector for furniture, they're not really solving the furniture problem. They're only operational companies which are getting it from their vendors and supplying it to you. I mean, just think about it for a second. If suppose after with your hard-earned money, you have bought a sofa and you've kept it at your home, and then you see the same sofa at a neighbor's place or at a friend's place, the value of it is effectively zero. And add to it the mix of your kid, the kid will just refuse to sleep on their bunk bed if they see it at a friend's place. So that is why the entire sector is almost 90% unorganized because people are just solving for operations, they're not solving the product. That is why we have built Boing. We offer parents beds, bunk beds, study tables, storages, even small activity tables, chairs, decor items like height charts, wallpapers, lamps, mirrors, anything and everything they want in a kid's room. They can visit our stores to see the quality, understand how to customize it, and then go ahead and place the order with confidence. What you see on your screen is our store from Bangalore. And like I mentioned, we have six stores, such company operated stores. And we plan to set up 15 company operated stores and then store in stores to increase our omni-channel presence and build a credible, trustworthy brand where you can visit it yourself, do the touch and feel before placing the order. Before I move on to numbers, let me just first explain what we mean by customization. What you see on your screen is one of our uber cool best-selling beds called the Little Hut bed. Just by changing the color of each and every element, changing the print at the back, some people also get the names of the kid engraved. You can really personalize it to your requirements. We have actually done the calculation. We offer 21 colors and 120 prints to choose from. And if you apply it to our entire range of furniture, you can make more than 500 crore different combinations of products. Thus, it might actually happen that whatever you order is unique to you in your lifetime. We then just flat pack it and ship it pan India. Like I mentioned, our stores are a key component of our strategy to increase the trust. And just like the store I'm in right now, we have six stores. Each store is around 1,000 to 1,500 square foot format. giving you a flavor of every category, every material that we use, and requires approximately 30 lakhs to set up. Our mature stores do up to 10 to 15 lakhs a month on an operational cost of 2.25 lakhs a month, and actually break even in a period of 10 to 12 months. Okay, so now let's talk about the opportunity. Even if a parent is least interested in setting up the kid's room, they will eventually have to buy a bed and a mattress, because once the kid is 6 to 7 years old, they can't really co-sleep with their parents. Taking this number and multiplying it with the census data of 2011 of 55 million urban households gives us a TAM of close to 1 lakh INR crore. Within this, we believe we're only suitable to the 7% of the population with an income between 10 to 50 lakhs. We're not even targeting the super rich right now, who are living in a 2 to 3 BHK in a urban city, giving us a SAM of close to 7,000 crore. Given our current traction, and over the next two rounds, we believe we have a SOM of 150 crore, and this is truly justified by numbers because we are on track to do 80 lakhs MRR right now and on track to close the year at approximately 10 crores revenue. The best part is more than 14% of our customers have already made a repeat purchase with us in their lifetime. And as in when the kids grow up over 1 to 2 years, more and more parents are actually going to start upgrading the beds, the study tables that they bought from us. And we actually have a hack for that as well, which I will take you through. So now let's talk about our plans. We have a five-pronged strategy, namely our offline stores, the tie-ups that we're looking to undertake, the product, our technology, and operations. Offline stores, like I mentioned, we are at 6 stores and we want to do 15 stores in key cities, the usual suspects across India, and then supplement it with store in store so that we become much more accessible for people who want to just understand the flavor. And these store in stores are in existing furniture stores, thus augmenting our relationship and opening a new category with those furniture stores as well. In terms of our tie-ups, we want to look at licensing opportunities with the likes of Marvel, Hot Wheels, Barbie, but also look at how we can actually bring like-minded brands which have a similar ethos to us in our ecosystem, so that we can actually build the go-to place for any customer or any parent looking at anything in their kids' space. In terms of our product, and like I was mentioning, we have launched an exchange and buyback program wherein a parent can actually give us the furniture back after 3 years at approximately 30% value and upgrade to whatever their current need is. So suppose someone buys a small bed at around 3 to 5 years old, they actually can buy a single bed when the kid is around 7 years old, and we will exchange it for them. The brand ecosystem that I just touched upon is what we are building towards, and we've started looking at tie-ups with like-minded brands to build a full umbrella brand, just like First Cry is for baby category. So Boingg will become for the toddlers to kids category. In terms of a technology, we have just pioneered a real-time customizer, wherein what we've realized is that parents are able to understand the size, but they have a problem visualizing the color. So this is what we're building, wherein you can in real time change the color of the furniture, see how it looks, actually place it in the room using a AR visualizer, and then go ahead and order with confidence. And then we get it ready within 7 days and ship it out to you. In terms of our, sorry, so what happened? Sorry, I just got knocked out. 1 second. Yeah. In terms of our operations, this is where the entire magic happens. This is our facility in Gurgaon, 20,000 square foot facility. We have a capacity of up to 3.5 crores per month. But the best part is we're an inventory-less model. We only keep raw materials for 20 days of coverage. And when we get the order is when we start making it and then get it ready within 4 to 5 days and ship it pan India. So you get the delivery within 2 weeks. This allows us to not ever be stuck with inventory. That is the biggest problem which the furniture industry faces. You launch a design, you don't know how it works, and then you have to do a fire sale. And the second thing, it allows us to keep on launching unlimited designs. So we actually can be like the Zara of the furniture industry, wherein we can keep on launching, making products and never ever be out of stock for anything. You can come, see it at any point and then order, and then we make to order. By further investments in a few key machineries, we are already at 70% mechanization. We will get to 85% mechanization and actually totally eliminate the room for any manual mistakes in production. This is actually our unit economics, which is at current state, wherein if anything we sell at 100 rupees, our cost of manufacturing is 40 rupees, wherein 28 rupees is for our raw materials and 12% is for our manufacturing labor. A further 15% is spent in delivery, installation, and any service calls that we have to undertake, mostly because of damages in transit, wherein a part is shipped off, and then we just ship out that part, and we don't have to offer a refund to the customer. Our current CAC stands at 14%, giving us a net of close to 30%. Just by being virtue of being able to buy more in bulk from our vendors, by investing in the key machineries that I talked about, we can actually get our net closer to 40%, thus poising us for a very healthy and profitable growth. This setup is actually replicable across the country. All our raw materials are available nationally. And as and when we grow, we plan to set up a hub and spoke model for one manufacturing unit to service 2 to 3 cities in that region. For this, we are looking at currently raising 2 CR, wherein we are majorly utilizing this money for our omni-channel expansion, that is the stores across cities of Mumbai, Chennai, Indore, Jaipur, etc. And for furnishing our ops, logistics, a bit of marketing, and the licensing opportunity that we spoke about. With these four key things that we're looking at investing in, that is the omni-channel, our machinery, the licensing opportunities, and even export opportunities to the countries such as US, UK, and even more importantly, the Middle East these days. We believe next year we can easily hit a number of close to 28 crore revenue and get it up to almost 40 crores by FY28. Very short and sweet presentation from my side. More than happy to answer any questions. Before that, I'll just give you a very brief of my background. I did my engineering from Triple IT Hyderabad and my MBA from IIM Kozhikode, post which I worked at Marico and then I worked in Quaker. 2015 is when I did my first startup. It was called Couch. It was a furniture rental company for B2B housing companies such as Nestaway, Oyo, Stanza Living, etc. That's what we did from 2015 to 2019, helping us to gain manufacturing experience, with which we launched Boingg in 2020. Uh, Thankfully for us, not really for the world, when COVID happened, we actually got to understand that customization is the real need of the hour, and we were able to pioneer this inventory-less model, to which now we are actually expanding and setting up our brand. Thank you
Cool.
so much again, and more than happy to take any questions. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dhruvan. Pretty interesting. I myself will have a couple of queries that I'll clarify, but yeah, like we'll start with the question in the chat that's come in. What about competition? How do you plan to tackle and what's the marketing spend budget?
Sure. So in terms of a competition, like I said, most of the market is still unorganized, and that's what we're competing against. Our local mom and pop shops or carpenters. But purely when it comes to kids furniture, parents are still a little wearisome about buying it from them because they're not sure about the safety, the quality, the warranty, etc. And that is where our branded play comes in. We are already listed on major marketplaces such as Pepperfry, Urban Ladder, and Wooden Street, and we are just launching ourselves on Amazon as well. None of the brands that are exist out there actually offer customization like we do, and that has been our moat. All of them are working in the same model of buying the furniture and just white labeling it and selling it. So that is where we are at, and we are already the biggest brand of kids furniture on Pepperfry and Urban Ladder. And yeah, hopefully that answers the question.
Cool. Next question is from Nishant, who himself, runs a pretty large business into interior design. He's asking, can
Sure.
you let me know the net revenue in the last 5 years?
Net revenue in the last 5 years. So last year, net revenue was so 2020 FY25 it was 6.4 CR. FY24 it was 4.3 CR. FY22 was 5 CR. FY21 was 2 CR, and FY20 was 1.1 CR approximately.
Cool. And this year, March is looking at closing at?
1 CR net revenue in March itself. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about financial year projection.
Financial year, yeah, yeah. Financial year, we are looking at closing approximately net of 9.1 CR.
Got it. Yeah, since we are talking about revenue, yeah, basically, do you can you also give a quick summary of, the past rounds of investment that have been raised, like what amounts, have been raised, and then the
Sure.
investors as well. Obviously, like we know of Mount Judy and IPV. So yeah, when did they come in and what with what checks, etc.
So our first round was in July 2020, right after COVID. We raised 1.1 CR from friends and family in that round. Then we did a institutional round with IPV in September 21. That was 2.1 CR. And there was a small bridge at of 30 lakhs in May 22. Of 90 lakhs. And then the last round of Mount Judy Ventures, which was in June 25, we did 2.6 CR in that round.
Got it. Thanks, Dhruvan. So yeah, this current round investors are coming in at a pretty similar valuation as Mount Judy, right? Since this is a small bridge.
Yes. Yeah, so the pre-money valuation for the round is 27.2 CR, which is effectively at that time 4.5x of our revenue. But now looking at the number, it's closer to 2.2x. We are giving the same valuation because we were looking at raising a larger round towards working towards our Series A round, wherein we want a valuation of closer to 70 to 80 CR because our season is coming in. And typically, if you see till October, that is pre-Diwali, we are doubling our revenue from last year. So that's what we're working towards right now.
Cool. So yeah, like basically investors, like we have a pretty interesting valuation here where we have the possibility of like a 2.5x and upwards in the next round, which is planned pretty soon. Cool. Moving on to the further questions in the chat. The Play Park's next question is what is the investor exit plan? So roughly what period, would potential exits be available?
So typically, we're looking at a exit of 3 to 5 years, depending on your appetite, obviously. In terms of our natural exit over a course of period, we do believe that there is consolidation in the industry. Asian Paints is acquiring brands, Space is acquiring brands, and they are building a kind of like an HUL or FMCG consolidation happening in the industry. Homelane has just acquired Decor. I forgot the name. Sorry, a design cafe. So that is the natural exit plan to be able to become a part of a conglomerate, and that works out very well for us as well because each and every category in the home space, call it sanitary or kitchen or lighting or like paints, these are brands which are not going to compete against each other, cannot be solved by one single brand.
Got it. Next question is by Krishna. What has been the net losses in financial year 25 and financial year 26 so far and current monthly burn?
FY25, including CapEx, which is basically the stores that we set up during that time, our net EBITDA was 78 lakhs. And we also wrote off around 50 lakhs of bad debt, so approximately 1.26 CR in total in FY25. FY26, including CapEx, so we've set up 3 stores and we bought machinery with the round that we are at. So around 1.4 is our current net overall EBITDA. But out of the 1.4, 90 lakhs is for the 3 stores that we set up, and 30 lakhs again is for machine. So 1.2 is our CapEx cost in that. And
Got
our monthly burn, operational monthly burn, actually very proud to say January we are net zero. We did a break even month. And if you average it out, we are approximately 3.5 lakhs of net burn per month.
Cool. I think we also covered the question from next question by the Play Park, which is the current EBITDA. Next question is by Anush. Do you import any product from China or any other country? If yes, can you elaborate?
No, we don't import, and that's the issue, which is exactly what we're trying to solve. There is a brand on your screen called Alex TZ, even Habios. They import furniture, which is you cannot change anything about it. It is only in primary colors, white with a blue or a white with a pink. And they have been in existence for the past approximately 8 to 9 years now that I know of. And they haven't grown purely because one, you will find copycat products within the same market that there are other people importing and selling it without GST and making a profit. But they're not really solving for what the Indian customers want, right? Each home is not a cookie cutter home. People, after earning in their life, they actually want to spend on their kids and they want to give the best for their kids right now. So they cannot just give them off the shelf boring products. So they're looking at upscaling it and they're looking at expressing themselves. It's an aspirational buy. So the brands which import are generally stuck with inventory. Then they do fire sale and all these issues crop up, and they're not really solving for the product.
Got it. By the way, guys, if you didn't notice, Dhruvan's background is the store itself. So he's at one of the stores and, seems pretty lively. And I've visited their
Can I
Bangalore store, which is in HSR layout. And, it's pretty elaborate set of collection. Yeah, Dhruvan, you were saying
Can I
something.
quickly talk about the store, Rohan? Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Quick tour
sure.
of the store.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Go ahead.
basically, this is the store, and if you see all our stores, they will have the exact same brand language. Pretty much what you can experience is beds, bunk beds, small toddler beds, that little hut bed that I spoke about, which is one of our best sellers. Then you have study tables, toddler tables, any product that you see on our website, something similar will be there. We've designed it in a way that you can see all colors, all categories. You can play around with it. We've had competitions of jumping from the store, like a what do you say, obstacle course for kids. Generally, what we joke about also is that if in case a parent gets on top of the bunk bed, which takes, by the way, up to 140 kgs of weight, if a parent sits on top of it, and if a person is not able to sell the bunk bed, then the fault is with the salesperson, because that is pretty much the best test out there for the parents.
Pretty impressive. Yeah, we'll come back to questions in the chat. We have a bunch of questions from Krishna. So the first one is, how much time does it take from receiving an order to the item ready for dispatch, and how does this vary across products?
So if in case it is an absolutely standard order, and by standard order I mean there is no changes in size, then we get it ready within 5 days. Even if you want to change colors or the prints, etc., we can still get it ready within 5 days. If it is a custom order and there is a size change that is required, then we take 2 to 3 days extra. So then it is ready in 8 days. Then we ship it out. So if suppose you're in Delhi NCR, you get it within 2 days, so approximately a week from ordering. And suppose you're in Bangalore right now, you will get it in about another 7 days. So 14 days, that is approximately 2 weeks, which is pretty much in par to, even if you buy locally off a mom and pop shop. And eventually, what we want to do is, once we are at a certain capacity, we want to open up another facility down south to decrease the timeline and have it delivered to people across the country within 7 days.
Got it. Next question from Krishna is, what is revenue from your best performing and worst performing store that has been operating for at least 9 months? Very interesting question.
So only three stores have been operating for more than 9 months. So the Gurgaon store, the Delhi store, and the Bangalore store. Pune, Hyderabad, and Ahmedabad have just opened up in the last 5 to 6 months. The best ever revenue we did from this store in Gurgaon was 24 lakh rupees, which was the Diwali of last year. And similar number we did in Delhi also, which was around 22, 23 lakhs. Bangalore store, the best it has ever done is around 16 lakhs. Bangalore generally peaks around the time when Delhi and Gurgaon go down because of Grab 4 and Grab 3. So Bangalore during this January and February picks up. So ideally, what we're looking at is each and every store, a mature store, doing around 20 to 25 lakhs of revenue. And slowly now we started getting referrals. So people actually don't visit the store. They have already seen it in the societies and they just talk on WhatsApp or a phone call and then they place the order.
Got it. Next is an interesting question as well. Have you tried any franchisee owned company operated model in your outlets and any plans around this to reduce your capex exposure?
Yes, we did actually. The Bangalore store initially, when it opened up, was franchise owned, company operated, but we gave the option of them converting into equity because this at that time we did not want our burn to increase. The idea is not to actually franchise, but actually go into a store-in-store model, wherein, like I said, we already have one store in Noida, which was opened last month, and Delhi Ghitorni again, which was opened up last month, and have already signed the deal for three store-in-stores in a company called Furnishka in Bangalore. So we set up a 300 square foot store in store, give them a flavor of Boingg, wherein they can come test the quality and then actually place the order there. Makes a lot of sense because, like, say, a city like Bangalore, we have a store in HSR. We have constant queries from, like, Yelahanka area or Whitefield, and people traveling to HSR is a huge problem. So store in store gives us much more, visibility, much more credibility, easier access to people, and it also is very easy because for the furniture store we're not really competing with them, we're augmenting their revenue. So it becomes like a dark store kind of a model. So rather than a fully company operated store, that is the plan on how we will set up after the 15 company operated stores.
Got it. I think quite some learning and experiences there. Next question is from Amit. What are the materials being used? Is it mostly plywood and mica with zero requirement of lacquer polish?
Yes, absolutely. So I'll just quickly take you through that. So all the things that you see in the store, except for the wallpapers and the mattress, they are made from four basic raw materials. So the first is board. It is an HDF board, pre-laminated, ISO certified from Merino. We take it in 21 colors and we have it ready. We have predicted the demand of each and every color. So we only have that. The second is only the hardware or the joinery for assembling the furniture. The third is fabric, wherein we use fabric for small furnishing items or like a cute sofa or like bed sheets, etc. And the last is packaging material. So that's about it. Everything that you see is made from that. We also have a digital printing machine. So if you see at the background that red cabinet or small things which might not be visible, like suppose the graphics in the car, etc. We have a digital printing machine which actually prints on the laminate itself, and that is actually allows us to write the name of the kid or actually make quirky designs. We've actually like done wherein someone has printed their own kids photos also on the furniture, so that is also something unique which we offer to people.
Got it. Thanks, Dhruv. And I think we have answered all the queries in the chat. So if anyone wants to unmute and ask their queries, right, you can raise your hand in Zoom, or I am also allowing people to unmute themselves. So yeah, feel free to unmute directly and ask your query as well if you want to ask something to Dhruv. I see a user by the name iPhone who's unmuted. Not sure your name, but do you want to ask any query?
Is Manisha.
Hey, Manisha. Yeah.
Hi. I wanted to know, do you have any plans to open these stores in Lucknow and Jaipur? Like, are you planning? Have you done any research for these two cities?
Yes, absolutely. So Jaipur is in the pipeline. Lucknow is somewhere wherein we will do a store in store because we, like I said, so we will open 15 company operated stores in all the key cities. And then the next bunch of cities, we will only do store in stores because we don't want to be tied down to a fixed cost there. And then also, be worried about what will be the footfall in those in cities. And we've also now actually started getting orders by virtue of someone doing a video call. So, sir, we got an order recently from Ranchi, one from even Guwahati, where in person saw that we had like 6 stores. They sent one of their relatives to the store, then they did a video call, they understood what they wanted, and then they placed an order. So that is the idea, not to be fully offline or like, be absolutely tied down to a fixed cost, but actually build credibility and trust, and then do store in stores to be able to make it accessible to people.
So how much space do you need for these stores, store in stores?
Maximum 1,500 square feet, ma'am. So this is a 1,000 square feet store. If you see, this
Oh,
is everything. I'll just quickly rotate.
yeah.
So you see everything here. You see mirrors. This is the car bed, wallpapers, wall shelves, like a study table, then that tree bookshelf, the little hut bed. You have those small wall shelves, one bunk bed. You have a sofa there. You have these storages between. So we've made this like a road, like, car bed, Kile road. This is one of our popular SKUs. Then you have this bunk bed with a stair option or with a ladder option. Then there is another study table at the back. Sorry, the laptop wire is snagging a bit. But this is our smallest, no, this is our second smallest store, 1,000 square feet. Our biggest store is Hyderabad, which is approximately 1,600 square feet. And pretty much the vibe and the brand identity is the same across stores. Just to reiterate, if in case you missed it, it takes approximately 30 lakhs for us to set up a store, which includes basically the maximum cost is the inventory, the display inventory, the civil work, the wallpapers, the lighting, the ACs, laptop, security, everything included. And pretty much, even if we do 10 to 15 lakhs a month, we break even at a store level within 10 to 12 months.
Cool. We'll move on to more questions from the chat. I think Prashant is asking, how are you competing with R for Rabbit? Although Krishna has already highlighted that it's very different products, but if you want to add.
Yeah, so basically, what we're building a brand is for large furniture, and typically, what we would want is someone like an R for Rabbit to actually take up a small space in our stores and also on our website, and then we can build the umbrella brand for everything a parent needs. We don't want to do everything, so that will be a small portion of the business which can become the marketplace, and we become the go-to brand. Like I said, like First Cry is for babies 0 to 3. Boeing will be the umbrella brand for 3 to 12. Our sweet spot is 3 to 10, and we can actually organize this market for us. But as of now, we're not really competing with R2 Rabbit, and we don't intend to like get into each and every SKU for the room. Uh, there are good brands for that who are doing great things as well. So better to have them in our ecosystem.
Cool. I think we've covered this already, but question by Rahul again, are you currently profitable or not? So you can start with
So very,
EBITDA.
very proud to say, yeah, Jan, we are net break even. Uh, Operationally, we are burning 3.5 lakhs on an average. Most of our burn is purely because of capex and the stores that we want to set up or the machinery that we want to buy. So yeah, if we, I mean, obviously not as a founder, I don't want that to just say that we build as a legacy business. We are obviously in a startup. So we want to scale up and take the investment is purely for the capex.
So next question is by Prashant. Sales projections for the next 5 years. Our sales revenue for the last 3 years was around 5 CR. You can just
Yeah.
add on to that.
So effectively, what we're looking at is doing around 65 to 70 CR by FY 29. Yes, we were at 5 CR because what happened was, if in case you guys are in the investment space, we had raised from IPV in FY 22, and then winter funding hit. At that time, we were burning close to 15 to 18 lakhs a month. But obviously, the goalpost totally changed. Our entire purpose was to redefine our operations, then make sure that we survive and we build a sustainable model. So we had to. That time we didn't even have stores. So that is what we did. We pivoted to this omni-channel strategy, understood what the customer was looking at, and from there on, I mean, if you look at it operationally, we've been pretty much consistent and very frugal in our finances. We only burn purely has been for capex and for anything that we need to fuel our growth. Rohan, you're mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks for pointing out. I think we have quite a few more questions coming in, so we'll do quick 30-second or so answers. So a question from not sure who, it's named as Zoom user, so it will be great if you can rename yourself, but can we get some testimonials from the customers?
Yes, absolutely. Google reviews, we've made it as a policy now. After every installation, we're getting Google reviews, so you can go through that. And otherwise, I'm more than happy to share numbers if in case that is required. If you can let me know your society, if I can find someone in the society, I can do that as well.
Yeah, if whoever asked the question, if you want to share your email or name, etc., we can share. I mean, Dhruvan can have some data shared. Krishna is saying, how much inventory do you carry per store at cost?
Approximately 12 lakhs on an average, depending on the size of the store.
And his follow-up is, why not do store in store instead of more company owned, company operated? Doesn't this reduce your marketing cost? How much spend do you do on marketing in the first year for a store?
Yes, so we are doing store in stores, like I said, but what we don't want is to have only stores in stores in the major cities because we believe that right now there is a perception also to be had on of the kind of brand that we're building up. We don't want our our future or our this thing decided by the way the store in store is operated. We can obviously exit if in case they're not doing well, but we want to set the tone of the brand and having a focal point of the store wherein you can do activations, mommy meetups in major cities definitely is of prime importance for building the brand. So that is why, but we've limited ourselves to wanting to do 15 Coco stores and then supplemented them in stores and stores. In terms of our marketing, we spend approximately our total marketing right now on an average is around 6 lakhs a month, which is purely towards performance marketing and getting our people to come to the store or get them on a WhatsApp or a video call. And we are yet to undertake brand marketing, and we actually do wish to take it on and look at having more influencers come in after this next once we're approaching our Series A round.
Cool. Next question is by Adnan. I have seen a brand, the Baby Atelier. How are you different?
So Baby Atelier only has baby products, which is the 0 to 1 to 2 infants, more focused on soft furnishings, very small collection of crib. They're like mother care, but a more premium mother care. They don't customize, they import most of the furniture, most of their SKUs. We are not in that category as well. Like I said, we start our we target toddlers to teens, so 3 to 5, then 5 to 8, then 8 to 14. Those are the three times when people are setting up their kids' room. So small bed to a single bed to a double bed or a bunk bed. That is the progression, and that is the wallet share that we're looking at.
Got it. Next question is by Mayank on the repeat purchase rate.
So we are currently at 14% if you take it on average, but with the launch of our exchange program, we've already done approximately 70 odd orders in the last 4 or 5 months, which are exchange orders. And this will only increase. And this is a unique marketing and unique opportunity for us, wherein we actually refurbish the furniture. We either sell it as pre-loved furniture or we refurbish it and sell it as new.
Got it. And also another important point to note here is that this is exclusively into kids furniture, right? So a lot of families do not have follow-up purchases once they have already purchased it for their kid. Obviously, like there are some families with multiple kids, and
Then
yeah,
one
they
instance happened wherein someone actually bought like our beds can take weights of adults as well, right? So they actually took a normal brown bed for using it in their guest room. So actually, that's the exit that they can also have using our exchange program. But I mean, obviously, it's not going to be the norm.
got it. So yeah, just to clarify, like while there is no adult bed separately as offered as a new user, but if say your kid outgrows the furniture and you want an adult bed as part of their exchange program, you can also opt for that. Cool. Next question is by Chetna. What is the average basket size?
So at the store, our average order value is closer to 37 to 40,000, which is obviously makes sense because people generally want to visit the store if in case they are buying something more expensive. Online, we see closer to 15,000. So our blended is around 26, 27,000. Typically, like a small product like a 5, 6,000, people are more comfortable ordering online. Whereas if you're ordering a bunk bed, you do want to visit the store or get assisted by the store.
I think the person who's asking for testimonials has shared her email ID, so I will share
I'll
it with you.
just copy.
I've
Yeah.
already shared it.
Okay.
Next question is by Prashant. Cash in bank right now and already raised fund twice. When will IPO come? So Prashant, they are quite some distance away from IPO given that they're pre-Series A. So they plan to raise a larger Series A. Right now we are getting an opportunity to enter in at the same valuation of pre-Series A, which was raised earlier from VC fund Mount Judy. And this is an extension of 2 crore at the same terms that we are getting. But yeah, I'll allow Dhruvan to share more details on the cash in bank and uh,
Yeah.
potential
So
IPO.
cash in bank. Yeah. The cash in bank is 35, not even 40 odd lakhs in the bank right now. But like I said, we are net break even. So the only thing which we have to worry about is our cash flow in terms of our working capital and manage that well. Uh, I wish IPO happened sooner, but obviously I would want a much higher valuation to pay off the hard work. So we're looking at a Series A of close to around 14 odd CR for our expansion and taking on exports as well. We're looking at doing this round by starting work on this round by after Diwali this year and close it by around this time next year.
Got it. So question is coming in. What is the minimum investment? So guys, we have two options here, like we typically do. One is via the syndicate, where the minimum is 3 lakh rupees. And we have, Dhruvan has been kind enough to offer a few entries on direct cap table at a check size of 10 lakh and above. So that's the two options, via the syndicate at a lower ticket size of 3 lakh and via direct cap at 10 lakh rupees. So she's asking 3 lakh is how much shares. So yeah,
The share price is 447, so should be around 1,500. Am I doing that right?
it's 447, is it?
Yeah, share price 670 shares.
670 shares, yeah, 671 shares to be exact. Krishna is asking how much is the working capital required?
So we take around 15 days of our net sales for that month should be our working capital requirements. So if we are say at 1 crore of net revenue, around 50 lakhs, because we want to keep 20 days of raw materials, like I said. So that comes in advance, and then obviously this thing. But I think this will stretch out a bit because we are launching on Amazon and we will be on Amazon fulfilled. We will be getting a PO from them within this week. So that amount does get stuck and our payables increases from almost 260 to 90 days. So that is why the working capital requirement will increase a bit.
Got it. I think we've taken up all the questions in the chat. So yeah, if there are any final questions, guys, feel free to unmute and ask your query. I have given everyone access to unmute. And yeah, we are also recording this call, so we will also be shortly sharing the recording with all of you.
Rohan,
Yeah.
can I ask you right now? You were saying that you've got a PO. Can you tell me how much is that? How much is the value for that PO that you've received from Amazon?
From Amazon. We will be getting a PO, ma'am. We have just listed ourselves on Vendor Central via Retail Easy, which is Amazon's arm. We have made 63 ASINs of like SKUs live on it on an average order of 10,000. So, and they've said that they will do three of each. So around 60,000. So it will be around 18 lakhs approximately.
Okay, 18 lakhs. Okay, value wise.
But again, it might depend on what their final this thing is in terms of which designs they want to do. But I can safely assume it will be around that.
Okay, right now you are in that negotiation stage with them.
No, so basically what happens is that they look at their data and they look at their design. So they tell accordingly as to how much they want to sell.
Oh,
So we have made the designs live. I can show you the designs also if you want. But only once we fulfill the PO will it go live on Amazon.
understood, understood. Okay.
Ooh.
So can we see those, designs that I'm
Designs? Sure, sure.
yeah.
I'll just share the screen. I'll actually open up a range.
Because I also feel Amazon will give you a better business like.
Yeah, so I'm just opening it up.
Yeah.
My screen is visible.
Yeah, we can see.
So these are single beds, 6 by 3. These are toddler beds, 5 by 2.5. All of these are DIY as well. Plus, we charge extra if in case they want installations.
Okay.
So we are actually very competitive with Wakefit in these prices.
Oh,
And the lowest SKU is almost 6,000 rupees, which is a
exactly.
toddler bed.
Right.
Yeah. We also have a bunk bed, which is 28,000, and another sister of the bunk bed with staircase is getting launched.
How
We're
much
just in the
percent?
design phase of that.
May I know, like, what percentage do you consider of, material in these beds? Like, if your bed is costing 6,000 rupees, then how much cost?
40%.
40%.
40% is COGS, sorry. So 28 to 30% is material and 10% is labor.
Okay, so we expect gross margins to be around 30%.
60%. I mean, 40% total COGS, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
these are chairs, toddler activity tables and chairs, which we believe are a very good entry point. Like just to give an example, an IKEA chair is around 1,200 to
Correct, correct.
1,600. Yeah.
Right. And this is only 900.
Yes.
So your
And
price.
this, by the way, can take my weight as well. So I am 90 kgs. It is tested up to 110 kgs. So we are making it like that. And this
Right.
is the initial range which we've launched.
Okay, okay. Fine. Your pricing looks pretty good this way.
Yeah, I think we are just, getting in an attractive valuation right now. And I'm sure with the larger fundraise planned and perhaps with a good Amazon activation, the revenues will go up significantly.
Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you.
Thanks. Moving on to the next couple of questions. I think Krishna is asking what kind of licenses do you guys require?
So one is the licensing opportunity which I talked about, which was with Marvel or Hot Wheels or Harry Potter is making a series now, or Barbie, etc., which are the usual. Pretty much what we need is for our soft furnishings or a smaller SKUs wherein we print. The other thing is BIS certification in furniture has been made mandatory as well. For MSMEs, we have time till August, but that's a very small portion of approximately 4 odd lakhs of expense that we require for that.
Got it. I think Prashant, we'll have a call separately between you, me, and Dhruvan. I think Dhruvan is saying that he's invested in Art for Rabbit through a fund, which is basically managing AUM of about 3,000 CR. And if you are ready to do a larger raise, he could connect. So, Prashant, if you could just clarify what kind of investment checks do they write, and then accordingly we'll see whether it's a fit for this round or the next larger round. Yeah, you could also unmute or you could type in the chat, Prashant, however you prefer. Meanwhile, I think we have another question from Manisha. What do you do with unsold inventory?
We don't have unsold inventory. Like I said, we actually make to order. So we don't even take a return until or refund until less more than 70% of it is damaged or has a defect. And that is the beauty of the inventory-less model of manufacturing, like I said. So the day you place an order, we make it within 4 to 5 days and then we ship it out. This allows us not ever to be doing a fire sale or trying to write it off or actually be worried that if we want to launch a design, will that work or not? So we actually, very true story, we didn't even launch with bunk bed. We thought that bunk bed was just an idea that people had. No one bought it, and now it's one of our highest selling category. We got it from the customer, the feedback, and then we started making them. Then we first launched with the ladder, then we launched with the staircase. So there's a bunk bed that we've launched now, which is covered all the way to the ceiling, totally protected, protects the kids from the fans, etc. And we essentially that is the model. Every month we're looking at launching 15 to 20 designs, and never ever be out of stock. But we do believe that there will be a sweet point wherein we cannot offer too much choice to the customer as well. We have to control that. Otherwise, the decision fatigue also sets in.
Cool. I think Prashant has come back saying about maximum of 10 crores after DD. So Prashant, if you also have like a minimum check size or something, we can. So yeah, Dhruvan, like any rough number on the max you are looking at in this round?
Uh, so obviously, I cannot take 10 crores on a 27.2 crore valuation. That'll be too much. I think the maximum that I would want to dilute until we hit a number is 2 CR for this round. Because we have to be cognizant of how much founder stake I have for the series A round. Otherwise, we price ourselves out of it. So possibly great connect to have, because like I said, we're looking at December to start working on that bigger round. So if in case that's something that we can structure and have an introductory call and then have them monitor us for the next 6, 7 months, that'll be perfect.
Sure. So I'll be in touch with Prashant and also connect to you. So Prashant, I'll be in touch and we'll see how we can make this uh yeah, like useful. Uh cool. Any final question, guys, before we wrap up? All right, I think we've taken up all the questions that we had. And yeah, thanks a lot for your time, Dhruvan. It was really interesting to learn more about Boeing. And, definitely a lot of us are looking forward to being a part of your growth story. In the meantime, let me also quickly share the link to Boeing's deal page, which is live on Invest platform. You can see more details like the deck, the terms for the round, and about the team, everything, numbers, financials there. And I will also be sharing those details and this link along with uh, the recording of this call shortly after I upload it. So yeah, thanks, Dhruvan. Really nice learning more about Boeing, and thank you everyone for taking time out on a weekday evening for joining us.
Appreciate it, Rohan. Thank you so much, guys. Wish you a good evening.